Amazing. I'm so excited for this spaces. It's going to be so fun. We've got such cool announcements to share with not only our own community but with the BFT community. And I'm looking so much forward to having a good chat with Vengie. He's always a champ and such a fun speaker to have. So really looking forward to this space.
Should definitely be exciting. It's always good to have Vengie on.
Yeah, definitely. I'll just invite Vengie again to speak, and then let's see if he can join. All right, Mr. Vengie, can you hear us?
Yes, now I can hear you. I don't know what was happening with the Wi-Fi. I got a very strong Wi-Fi, but today it just decided to. I don't know what was happening, but I'm here now.
It always happens, but I'm so happy to hear that all the glitches and bugs are sorted out and that you're sorted now. So, yeah, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here as well today. Thank you so much.
Amazing. So, Vengi, while I'm chatting with you, if you can just be so kind to introduce yourself to everyone on this spaces for those who do not know you yet, and just let them know what you do, who you are, where you come from, and what your vision is with BFT and everything.
All right, great. So, thank you so much, Paul. So, my name is Vengie Nzvedaz, the founder and the CEO of Nzvedaz Crypto Hub, as well as the Big Five token. So we started crypto back then. We are in the innovation space, whereby the blockchain space, which is actually have taken over. We started back then when I always talk about this, whereby Africans lost so much money through the introduction of crypto, which was introduced as schemes. So we took away, and my partners are here, I saw Percy is here, I saw Elton is here, a number of them, they're here. So we took a step to say, let's educate people, what is this crypto? What exactly it is? And then we founded our Nzvedaz Crypto Hub back in 2016. Right now, we have grown all over the world, teaching people about crypto. As you know, that there's so much innovation in the crypto space. So we actually be able to cover anything that the crypto space brings in, from knowing, understanding what it is, trading, the technology that comes with it, but basically the blockchain. And then when we end the credibility, as people were now understanding the crypto, we said, let's take another step whereby we need to introduce the blockchain technology through creating a project with a utility as a way of teaching people crypto. But again, when you learn about crypto, it will definitely reward you by creating wealthy. Hence, we created the Big Five token, and it was well adopted since it was the first project in Africa that was well received with people looking at the fundamentals and looking at the transparency of the project. People adopted it, but again, it was not easy. This is something that ended up teaching people how the blockchain works because they didn't really understand it, but crypto, they were now understanding it. Until now, where we are now saying people understand now, let's build the ecosystem of the Big Five token. The Nzvedaz Crypto Hub is still growing. Every day it's growing. We have managed to educate thousands of people all over the world, not just Africa. And then the Big Five token have been adopted all over Africa, listed in different sites, with about 37,000 on-chain wallets, not counting the exchanger wallets. So this is where we are right now, whereby we are now looking for partnership through the credibility, through the transparent, and through the solidness that we have created in the Big Five token. We are now going much into the blockchain to venture into the blockchain technology. As you can see nowadays, bring AI, bring tech, it's bring gaming, it's bring anything that you can think about, that you can breathe, that you can talk about, or anything that you might think to say, this is where I want to create wealthy. You have to think innovation on blockchain. So this is where by now we've been looking around to say, oh, people are supposed to realize that we built BFT. It's now 4 years. Yet it's one of the first projects in Africa that have made so much waves and is doing very well. This way by now, we're looking at partnerships, different partnerships as a way of growing awareness and as well as growing utilities for people to understand what exactly it is and for them to benefit from it. So that's me in short.
Wow. Okay, great. Wow, that was really amazing. Thank you so much, Vengie. It's always great to hear how passionate you are about the space and what you've done and what you're doing and what you're planning on doing. It's really, really amazing. I have forgotten to introduce myself to all the listeners. My bad, but I'm Paul. I'm the marketing director at BitMobile. We are behind the Phēnix X, Africa's first blockchain smartphone. So I'm very, very happy to be the MC and co-host for tonight's space. But yeah, that's enough about myself. I would like to introduce Mr. Brian Moore and Mr. Chris Benedict. They are both the co-founders of the Phēnix X, BitMobile Tech, as well as Biometric Financial and Finovant. Now, I would firstly like to give Brian the stage. And Brian, I would love for you to just share an amazing patent that you did back in the day and just where the innovation came from and how just all of these hitters like Vengie, like yourself, like Chris, how everyone comes together to bring something that can literally change the world. So please, over to you, Brian.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. And first and foremost, I just want to give a big shout out to Vengie and his incredible community. Vengie, we are just amazed, honestly amazed at the work that you do, the education, the Big Five token, all the effort that goes into place to help people. We really, really enjoy that a lot and appreciate it and look forward to work with you in our partnership for many years to come, decades. And there's so much to do. There's a lot to talk about today, and we'll have more of these events shortly to add to this one. So we're very excited about that. I just want to give a big shout out to your community directly and to the BioFi community. I know we've got a lot of just incredible mega stars, mega influencers who really help the community on the call. People like Nick, Kismet, of course, Paul here, Viv, Dagon's Lair, Crazy Susie. We've got Dagonaut, Douglas, so we have very many just incredible people that work around the clock to help the community and get the word out. And Paul, as far as the patents, I've authored over 20 patents. One of the big areas that has been focused on is contactless payments. So that's the ability, many of you would have used that today in terms of tapping a credit card or your phone, using NFC. And these would be at checkout, you're going through a QSR or, like fast food or a convenience store, and the line is long. So this really helps to move people through the queue quickly and making payments. This is something that could be attached to mobile, with a sticker, or embedded in the mobile device, with an NFC chip, or it could be like a key tag that you have on your keychain. It might be embedded in your credit card, the RFID embedded in your credit card, using Bluetooth Low Energy. So there's a lot of ways you can actually implement it at the point of sale. And that's something I spent a lot of time on. So just in the payment space, one of the big projects, a global project, and of course, transitioning across the world into BioFi and Finovant and BitMobile. Now we have this incredible platform. It's taken about 8 years to put in place. Right now we have the phone, the Phēnix X in market, followed quickly by the tablet, the Phēnix XT, and then we have the watch. Those are going through ICASA right now in South Africa. So you'll see those soon in the market, but the big one is the phone right now. There's so much to say about it, and I'm really looking forward to this event. And thank you so much, Paul, for that question.
Amazing. Glad to have you here, Brian. And then Chris, please, if you could introduce yourself, and then we can head into why everyone is here tonight.
Thanks, Paul. Chris Benedict, nice to meet you folks who are new to our AMAs. Thanks for giving us some time during the day or evening and to learn more about what we're doing and how we're working together with the Big Five token and Vengie's community. Just very quickly, my background is in helping launch new technologies in market. I have a very deep background in some of these technologies that Brian talked about and that we bring to the market through the Phēnix X. So let's get into it. Let's not waste any time on me, and let's get into what we need to do today with Vengie and the Big Five token community.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Chris. Always so humble. You're really actually also a superstar with everything that you've done, and in your background with the payments as well. So yeah, let's kick this off. First of all, let's get this. How did the partnership between the Big Five token community and BitMobile come about? So I'm actually going to handle that one. I think it was last year with our Bitcoin events. I met someone that referred me to Vengie, and then Vengie flew down from Joburg to Cape Town, and we shared a breakfast together. And I was just really, it was a really awesome event just to meet Vengie in person and to hear how passionate he is about education in the blockchain space. And when I showed him the Phēnix X, he also got very excited. But please, Vengie, can you also just elaborate a bit on how we met for the first time?
Okay, great. So yeah, like you said, I flew down to Cape Town. Definitely, we discussed. We were both mind blown with what we're doing in the space, especially looking at the Phēnix. What you're building, you're more into the innovation. Especially if I look at, yeah, I know it ended up taking time because we had so much discussions back and forth that we were doing. And then recently, when I saw what you're building, especially in the gaming, in the metaverse, and the technology that you actually bring about, and how this partnership is actually going to benefit our what is called our community. Because mostly when it comes to this space, to me, I've met so many people, right, that comes with the proposal to say, Vengie, can we do a partnership? Whereby that partnership is actually to benefit the person who's asking, not the other side that is being proposed, which is not the Big Five, which came with you as something that is different. This partnership is more. If I look at what we are going to discuss today, even when you in the meeting that we just finished, when you told me that, oh wow, people actually when they use BFT to do this, they're actually going to get this. I was mind blowing. I was like, oh, God is now answering the prayers. We knew what we were supposed to do to say this is where we're gonna go, but we didn't know we're gonna meet such people like you. So when we went on with our discussion, here and there we were talking. Sometimes we could. I also met Brian and Chris when they came to Joburg. We discussed what we were supposed to do and everything until I actually said, "Oh, okay. Can we look into something that we can do?" And then, to me, honestly, even right now, I feel like crying. Back then, you know how excited I was. We shared. We both share we both share Christianity background, which also moved me as well to say, oh, okay, we're focusing on building people because your aim as well as a company, what you showed me was 95% of building the community, of building people, giving actually to the community. That's what actually moved me to say, I think I can consider this, although it have taken us some time to actually look into it, to say let's finally do it. But today we finally here. We actually are putting things together to actually change many people's lives. Because I believe this event that we're doing today is going to change so many people's lives in different ways. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Vengie. Yeah, that was really great. And it was also awesome that you could meet both Brian and Chris while they were in South Africa. That was really, really great. So actually on to Brian. From our side, from the BitMobile side, what stands out about the Big Five token ecosystem that makes this partnership a no-brainer?
That's a great question. And I would just say, looking at the tremendous work that Vengie has done with the community, And with the token, first of all, it's aptly named. You know, it gets your thought process going. You think of the big five animals. It's very easy to remember. And then you take a look at his focus on education and what that means to South Africa and across the entire continent. And you realize that from a decentralized perspective or a blockchain perspective, this technology is going to change everybody's lives. It's currently making an incredible impact, and it just becomes greater every single day. And when you roll the Phēnix X platform into that, you realize how important blockchain technology is to every person. It gives them security, lifetime security, not just in a day or a week, but it travels with them for their whole life. Blockchain security brings this. When you have education can change your life, and I'm a recipient of this. I had trouble learning when I was a kid, and it took going to school and getting better and learning and continuing that education for years. And this is something that the Phēnix X gives you directly. When we hear about Vengie talking about the virtual reality, the metaverse, one of the more formal ways to learn that sticks inside your mind, that helps you learn, is if you do it in a virtual space. So we talk about HVAC training, you know, learning about heating, ventilation, air conditioning. You know, if you go into Pick and Pay today and you get the cold water out of the refrigerator, that refrigerator has to stay cold all day long for that water to be cold when you buy it. And so somebody has to keep that machine running, and that's your refrigeration. How are you going to learn to maintain that machine if you have to travel across Johannesburg to a building where they have one of those? Well, you can learn it on the Phēnix X. The Phēnix X has 2 accelerometer chips built into the device. And so it moves every time you move that device up and down and left and right. You're able to control your hands in a machine that you can learn directly on the device. And this is better than reading it in a book on a page. You can actually do it with your hands. So you start getting this education. What does that bring you? It brings you better wages, a better job. It opens up your skill set to other companies. In fact, it opens up the ability to work for international companies. And this brings more money to yourself, to your family, to your community. And so with the Phēnix X, we're able to supply this incredible path to education. So when we put the blockchain and the security and the education, and then Paul, you bring in things like rewards, which gives back some money every month to the owner of the device, all of a sudden you're providing value to each and every person who has the phone. And this is something incredible. So thank you for that question, Paul. It's a great question.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Brian. That's really great. Always lovely to hear you so passionate about the Phēnix X. You're definitely the #1 fan for the device, just behind myself. Or well, that's actually Chris's place, but I'll gladly tie with you, Chris.
I think Vengie could say it better. You know, Vengie is so dynamic. When I listen to Vengie speak, I stop everything I'm doing and listen. He's so good at saying things. He's so passionate. I could learn from Vengie, definitely.
Yeah, likewise. That's really great. Just on that note, so Brian gave us a great breakdown of what the Phēnix X does and what it's all the capabilities. But is there anything that you'd like to add to the capabilities of the Phēnix before we go?
Sure. And, you know, I can talk about the Phēnix all day long, too. It's a great device, and it's built on a really strong platform. Those of you who have heard us talk about this before will be familiar with it. But if you're hearing it for the first time, the Phēnix X has great technology baked into it, but it's not the technology that makes it different or better than any other device out there on the market. What makes it better is the platform that it sits on, right? We use the acronym RISE. R stands for rewards, and Brian touched on that a little bit. In the past 5 months, we have paid back to owners of the phone nearly 10 US dollars, about 200 Rand, to the people who own the device. And what for? Just for owning the device. We're not asking for any information. We're not asking for any transaction activity. Nothing like that at all. It's a reward for owning the device. Nobody else does anything like that. In addition to that, on the rewards are the integrated partnerships. So RISE, R-I-S-E. I talked about rewards, integrated partnerships, and opportunities to earn more rewards or earn revenue from other sources. We have great partnerships on the device, and I would be willing to bet that we're going to get BIG5 token on there in many ways. But what that platform does is allows partners to bring additional value to the owners of the device, whether it's through rewards or whether it's through great DeFi programs and protocols that they can have access to that we have fully vetted. We don't put a partnership on the device or get involved with a project that is not stand up and that we can't verify what they're doing. We know what their objectives are. We know who their principals are. That's not something that we do unless we do some deep vetting with folks. The S is where our bread and butter is, where we've come from, security. We have what I would call the best biometric authentication solution on the market on the device. And what makes that different is, sure, you can use a PIN, you could use a password, whatever you want, but that's not the best security. So we've developed a biometric authentication solution that is built into the operating system on the device where you can secure it with your own personal biometrics, voice, face, or any combination of those. What that means is you are the only person who has access to that device. And that protects your information, your assets, better than just a PIN does, or these traditional ways of logging on. It secures you and your information. And the last piece, which is really the thing that grabbed our attention early with the BIG5 token and Vengie, is education. Vengie spends a lot of time with his community, helping them understand what crypto is, how to use it, how to learn from it, how not to get taken advantage of. So he brings that real live value to his community every time he speaks to them. Education on the Phēnix X is all about bringing that type of value as well as job skills, other educational opportunities to help people learn more and ultimately get a better job, improve their family status, improve their village or their local status, and that in turn brings value to the community. So I think Brian mentioned HVAC, our partnership there. What we've done is put a lot of effort behind bringing technical knowledge, technical skills to people, as well as job skills. And we have, in partnership with our HVAC, our EDU partners, we are helping them deliver 30 scholarships to Africa, 30 two-year programs, so people can get trained in HVAC skills, start their own business, join another business, improve their skills. It's all about bringing value to the owners of the device. So, Paul, I hope that wasn't too long-winded of an answer, but that's really what makes it different. And, by the way, it's blockchain accessible. I'll add that in at the last moment here. What that means is we will work with blockchain projects like BIG5, like others, and they're accessible through our online portal and on the device. We will work with any blockchain project that we deem appropriate for the device and give people access to it. So it's really cross-chain, and it's a piece of technology that gives the owners access to things that they may not be able to find on their own.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Chris. That's really, really amazing. I mean, having education in a virtual space is dope. No two ways.
It is, no doubt, Paul, because sometimes, and in Africa in particular, not everyone may be able to get to a trade school or get to a traditional school. So we bring the education to where they are in their own home, and they can do it on their own time.
Yeah, really empowering everyone in a decentralized fashion, which is great. Love it. Okay, so with all of that said, everyone knows exactly who our speakers are and what we represent. And now we have come together and we are ready to announce to you exactly what does it mean when the Big Five token community with Vengie comes together with us, BitMobile, and the Phēnix X. So, Vengie, would you like to let everyone know what exactly your community will benefit from us?
Okay, great. First of all, before I announce, I'll just say the BitMobile is just to give back to the community. First of all, especially if I look at the phone on its own, the mobile on its own, before going into the technology part of it, right? Like the gaming, like the metaverse and all those things. Talking about the BitMobile on its own, it's actually a blockchain-based mobile, which is built to give to the community. Because besides you using it for calling, besides you using it for social media and everything, it have got some educational information that are there, which are built in, as Chris and Brian was explaining. So if you look into it, deep into it, everything that have been built in, because it also have got the rewards, which I don't know, Paul, if you allow me to talk about it, whereby people are actually earning back some money, actually, probably, if I may say it in that way. But for now, let me just say rewards. So it have got so much that it actually gives to the community as well. Looking at what the company, the Phēnix site is doing, offering like the gaming, offering like technology, looking into the especially AI. AI is something that is just that's the order of the day, if I may say. Right? So we are already advanced in terms of technology, looking at people who can be able to go to school or who are learning from home or anything. All the education is on the phone. There is so much to learn in there. Anything about anything that you want to learn about, it is in that phone. Of which, if I may say that, to say, to me, was just created to actually help out to those ones who can't. Because first of all, the mobile itself is actually one of the cheapest mobiles in the world, looking at what it offers as well. So looking at that, with our partnership, there's a lot that many people are going to benefit, not just to look at the benefits that BFT community and the BFT project is going to benefit. To me, there's like, I looked into the project, I looked at what we discussed, I looked at especially like the other meeting that we just finished now. I was like amazed. I was like, oh wow. Looking into our partnership, whereby, which I don't want to announce now, but like to say also as we go, we already. I wish we can play that gaming that you showed me, that technology that you showed me, that we're gonna be building. That you as a, not us but you, going to build for the community as something that is a use case, again, an added use case to the project of BFT. To me, that's a blessing. There is so much that I can't even say now, whereby probably I'll say maybe from tomorrow or from weekend, we are now doing some Zooms for training, only to say, oh, look, and explaining, look, this is what you're benefiting, this is how you do this is how you do this. All the education is actually there, whereby somebody will just learn how to know about smart contracts, somebody how to know about blockchain, which is something that many people pays a lot of money to learn about smart contracts only, how to do coding, how to do all those things, but you actually have it in the mobile. That's something amazing to me.
Yeah, thank you, Vengie. That's really, really amazing. So we'll also quickly find that video that I showed you of the blockchain education, of
Yes.
how you can get into the virtual reality with your phone and take complex, abstract concepts like the blockchain and show it visually and almost physically enter into the blockchain itself. So we'll find that video and post it in the comment section on this space that all the viewers can see, and just to hype them up for what's coming. So really, really excited. Yeah, I think we can let them know we have our link ready, so you can let them know what is
All
exactly.
right. Okay, great. Let me just start by saying, ladies and gentlemen, the one of the biggest partnership that ever BFT have happened that we've been praying for, not knowing how is it going to come, which is a way to it, which is using BFT as a mode of payment, whereby we have what BitMobile is going to accept BFT as a mode of payment when you are purchasing their phone anywhere else, wherever you are in the world. That's a partnership that is there. But on top of that, they are also saying whoever purchases the phone, definitely you're going to get a link, and definitely there's conditions there that you're going to read to say there's a certain percentage that you can migrate on paying for the when you're purchasing your phone online. And then on top of that, there's so many benefits. And one of them whereby there's going to be people who purchases that phone with the BFT, because they're purchasing with the BFT, you're going to be given a free smartphone, but definitely it will be limited for certain period of time. But the use case of using BFT as a mode of payment when you're purchasing the phone is forever. Our partnership is forever, which whereby this partnership is going to bring in, he talked about the blockchain whereby you can physically go in and everything. It's something, if we work together into our partnership and achieve whatever we need to achieve, we are actually going to have for them to build for us a gaming, which is very, very unique. I've seen it already on myself. I've seen it already. We're going to show you as well. And they're also going an extra mile to also be able to create a metaverse also. That is, if we reach the certain targets also that they want to. But one of the best thing that ever happened that we've been looking for and looking for so much time that have started today, and actually the link is there now that we're going to be providing you and training you and showing you how you can be able to. And you heard what are the benefits, what the company is building. There's so much for you to benefit, not the company to benefit from us, but to us as a company. Like what I said, we share the same thing, we share the same sentiments. We are all to help the community, we are all to help out people there. If you look at everything that they talked about, what the Phēnix site offers and what the BitMobile offers, it's just out of this world. Where have you seen a phone that can do that? Which is one of the first blockchain projects for a phone in the world that I've touched and seen. I have it, I'm using it. It's so unique, it's so amazing. What are use cases or what it offers to the community? Education, it offers rewards back, it offers you this. Actually, as you use the phone, actually you're gonna learn as you go, there's money back to you as well that you can be able to get from there. So that's amazing. On top of that, it's saying you can purchase it using BFT with a certain percentage of BFT in online, and then in 1 day or 24 hours latest, you're gonna receive your phone, and then you start enjoying, as you also going to be enjoying so many things like gaming, like metaverse, getting physically probably in the blockchain, smart contracts. You're going to learn about all those things with that phone that you have purchased using your BFT, but it's of your most of a benefit. And with that, I say thank you so much. And there is a lot that is this partnership is going to bring in future. We're starting to build from, as soon as we're done with this, we're starting to build already to go to see what can we do in future. But I think everybody have heard what the company offers, what are the benefits that you can get from partnering with them. Thank you so much, Paul. I don't know if I announced it. I'm just super excited. I'm just super excited because, like the whole team is here. The whole community, actually, not the whole community, but the whole team is here. We are those people who can actually give our last to say, oh, we have what 10 rand, but there is somebody who doesn't have bread there. We can give our last and then we are left with nothing. Hence, we met a company that is saying, on top of your 10 rand that you are giving, which is your last, we also have what our 100 rand, which is our last. We can also give it to your people. This is exactly what you have shown us. This is exactly what you're doing. I never imagined saying I'm gonna partner with a company whereby I'm talking to Brian and Chris who are from USA. You understand? A company that originates there. You understand? So this is, to me, this is a partnership that's going to bring more value to both parties, but mainly to the community. When I say both parties, I'm talking about people who are benefiting from. We created it for people, isn't it? Those people who are going to benefit are the ones that have been created for this. And I say it with that. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much for that, Vengie. Yeah. So as you've heard correctly, you can now purchase a Phēnix X with 10%. 10% of the Phēnix X in BFT and the rest in the normal currency. But just a small correction. So if you buy from now until next week, Tuesday, you won't win
Yes.
a smartphone, but rather something more exclusive. It's our unreleased Phēnix watch. So it has not been
Oh, okay.
yet at all, but you can connect it with your Phēnix X that you've purchased. And then you can do anything like receive messages. It checks your heartbeat, anything that a normal smartwatch does. And yeah, you can go and exercise with it. So it's a really, really nice watch. So once you purchase the phone, you are entered into a giveaway. So we'll be giving away one free Phēnix watch to a very blessed winner. So yeah, that's very, very excited for that. Thank you, Vengie.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and then Brian or Chris, you like to add anything on top of that?
Yeah, I would just jump in and say, I'm glad you brought up the watch. So those of you who have seen a smartwatch, this one is quite incredible. It has passed CE certification. So this watch is completely certified globally, and it's going through ICASA right now in South Africa. So this would be one of the watches that is, it would be like an original computer from Apple, which every once in a while they find one of the original ones and they sell it for like $1 million. And there are only a few. So there's only a few of these, just a handful, like less than 10 in the world. So this is a very special watch. And whoever wins this is going to be super happy. Make sure you take good care of it. I would say as other devices are added over time, the tablet is an example. All of the mobile devices for years and decades to come will all have this reward capability built into them. So this is very important. The rewards process gives back money. So what Vengie is mentioning about education is so passionate with me, and rewards are right up next to that, because if you get money back every month in your pocket, that's money that you can spend on anything you want. You can buy more airtime, more minutes, some food, whatever you want to do with it. It's completely up to you. You can save it up and use it later in a bigger amount, whatever makes sense. So it's just a great thing to have building every month.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Brian. That's really good. I love it. Okay, so now we've got this going on. So just to clarify a bit more on what Vengie said about a metaverse. So the very, very exciting thing is if when we see a lot of the BFT community members having our Phēnix X, there's something really, really exciting that's going to happen. Vengie, would you like to share it or shall I share it?
Okay, and this time is you. You can share.
Amazing. Okay, so we've already created a module of how the blockchain works with the regarding smart contracts. So we are just searching for that video, then we can share it in the comment section, but it's really, really high quality. But what we'll do is, I won't give the specific numbers, but once enough of the BFT community has adopted the Phēnix X, we will be creating a educational module that is in the metaverse on the Phēnix X, and it will have the BFT token in it as a use case. So let's say, for example, we'll be talking about payments. Let's say I want to send some money to someone in Nigeria. So instead of using a token like Bitcoin or Ethereum, we will just showcase the big five token used as I want to send some BFT to my friend in Nigeria. Then we follow the process of, okay, this transaction is going onto the blockchain, is going through this smart contract, it's interacting with this wallet, and we fidgetly, so physically and digitally, follow this transaction as it goes through the blockchain, through the smart contracts, and you can learn and see exactly how that works. Now, we will also have BioFi in that as well, so it will be a mix between BioFi and the Big Five token. But yeah, it's very, very exciting, and I think it's going to be very, very cool. And of course, we'll be creating, once we reach an insane amount of adoption, we'll also be creating, well, I can't disclose too much, but we'll be creating something very, very, very cool.
Yeah,
And we'll have a
we're
lot
gonna
of fun.
yeah, we're gonna be sharing as we go, eh? Because it's so exciting, actually.
Yeah. So I can't say yet too much, but let's say it's being talked about at the moment. We have our pens on paper. We are planning some cool stuff, drawing some cool concept art. But let's just say it's definitely going to be worth it. And I'm definitely looking forward to playing it, if I can just put it lightly like that.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much. And then also
Yeah.
to add on, Paul, so definitely we're gonna share a video on how you're gonna be able to purchase and how to use it and how to do the payment gateway and everything. So everything will be explained as well. We're gonna be doing some lessons and some trainings as well on this to everybody, which is open to everyone.
Amazing. Yes, definitely. So I believe in the near future, I'll be joining in on one of those training sessions just to also show my part of it and just, um, yeah, put it in the stream. So I think that's going to be great. But just a quick question. So I've got a few interesting questions that I would like to ask Ryan. And let's say someone gets a Phēnix X. What's the first thing that they should explore on it?
Are you asking the community or?
This is for Brian, for the community.
Okay.
Oh, thank you for that question. That's actually a really good question. You know, one thing that we like, and I hope, Vengie, that this would be something to also encourage with your community is, you know, first thing is, you know, buy some Big Five token, right? Get some Big Five token, buy those up so that you can purchase 10% of the phone with a Big Five token. And when you get the phone, it's going to, you know, you put in your mailing address, it'll ship to you. And once you get it, make an unboxing video. This is such a fun thing to do. We've had a few people now, a few dozen, who have made videos, and we just love that. We'll share those on social, if you agree. We'll share those on social media so your friends can see you unboxing. And it's such a wonderful experience. Now the phone is going to go through a software update. It'll be probably 10, 15, 20 minutes. You get a big operating system update as soon as you unbox it and you connect it to Wi-Fi. And then I would say go directly to the Phēnix X portal. So this is where you would authenticate yourself and go through the portal app and get on the portal and start generating your monthly rewards. You have to initiate this, so you have to start it and initiate it. And as soon as you do that, you'll start earning Rand on your Phēnix X. And this is such an exciting thing to be
Wow.
able to do.
Wow.
And do it first thing. That, Paul, I would say do it first thing. Vengie, if you can remind your community, do that first thing, because then they'll start earning the money. And that's a fantastic, and they can take the Rand and buy the Big Five token every month. They can do that. So it's a very exciting thing. There's a lot to explore on there. There's a lot of preloaded apps. And I would say that's a great place. There's a little pamphlet that comes in the box that shows you all the apps that are preloaded. That's great to look at. And then the education. Oh my gosh, there's so much to do with the education. Take a look at that. Some of the courses, like with the HVAC R, the heating, ventilation, air conditioning courses, these are expensive courses and they're free. They're right on there. You can just take a look at them, access them, And then there's a whole program that you can enlist in, which is multi-year. You can get into a long program. We can talk to you about that and have more communication on that with our great partner, HVACR EDU. They're the biggest HVACR trainer in the world, and their content is just incredible. So that's something to take a look at. There's so many things to get involved in. So it's going to depend also, Paul, on each person's interest. If they're interested in learning about technology and or the blockchain, which is a huge area that Vengie focuses on, let's help them do that. That's that will help in so many ways improve the life of each person. So the phone will be a conduit, a way to get there, a way to get them to better payments, better earning potential, and increase their knowledge, their wisdom, their understanding. This we can help with, and we're very excited to do that.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that. So for those who want to see what the phone looks like, what the watch looks like, and a bit of the Web3 education, just go to the BitMobile Tech X page and scroll down a bit. The first pinned post you will see is, of course, the link where you can get the device. You can also see a bit of what the watch looks like with the phone. And then if you just scroll down a bit more, you'll see that we've posted 12 minutes ago the education part of it, the metaverse, the virtual reality. It's really, really great. So just take a look there and you will see that. And also don't forget to follow us. We'll be announcing the winner of the smartwatch, the Phēnix watch, by Friday next week. So be sure to pop a follow and, well, yeah, get part of the giveaway. That's going to be really, really, really cool. So super excited for that. Vengie, you also haven't really seen the Phēnix watch, right?
Yeah, the Phoenix Watch, I haven't seen it, but I'm looking at it right now on the crypto coupon that you just created there. I'm just looking at it. It's so amazing. It looks nice.
Yeah, it's really, really good. We've got some footage of a friend that's actually using it. He's in the gym, he's working out, and it's getting his vitals. So you can also just scroll on our page a bit more and look around there. It's really, really cool. Also, we haven't mentioned it yet, but we will soon be releasing our tablet as well, and the tablet will also be generating rewards. So that's going to be really, really cool. So soon you'll be able to enter the classroom with one of our tablets, and you can get education on a bigger screen. But yeah, that's still getting manufacturing it as we speak. So it's going to be really, really good. Also looking forward to share that with you, Vengie.
That's great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that.
Awesome. If we have any questions, you're welcome to comment on the space, and we can. I do believe if comments are available, then we can answer some questions. But yeah, anything that you'd like to add, Brian or Chris?
I would just jump in and say the link, I believe, is will be sent out, or maybe it has been sent out. Haven't been watching the social media channels, but I believe the link where Vengie is talking, where you can take your Big 5 token and apply it to the purchase. I believe that link is live.
Yeah, it is.
And oh, perfect. And so I would encourage everybody to get on that. And the timeline to get the watch is short. So we just want to make sure you get your purchase in. So you are up for the drawing for the watch. That watch is going to be, there's only a few of them in the world. This is a very unique opportunity to get one of the few watches in the world. There are only a couple of them. And that'll be a very special gift. You want to take good care of that. Take very good care of that watch. And that'll only be available for a few days. And I think all that is spelled out in the messages, right, Paul?
That is correct. Yes, it is.
So I would encourage, get a Phēnix X now. This is the time to get one. And I think, Vengie, what will be nice is we can then come back on and have some more spaces and interview some people who have picked up a phone and get some unboxing videos and put them out there. That'll be great fun to share that with the community.
Yeah, I think that's going to be really, really good. Looking forward to that. Chris, did you want to add anything else?
Hey, Paul, thanks. I'm sorry if I missed some of this. My network has gone down a couple of times, so I may have missed some of the discussion there, and I don't want to be repetitive. But I'm happy to open it up to folks in the BFT community or folks that are listening in to see if they have any direct questions.
All right. Vengie, do you have someone that would like to ask a question? Or if someone from your team has...
I'm not sure if I've got anyone. Probably if I've got anyone, they can request maybe, but I don't think so. I'm not sure, but I don't think so.
Okay, I will. I do have a few requests here, so let's start with...
Okay, great.
Hey, Paul, I have a suggestion.
Yes.
We have one of our partners. We have one of our other partners that we've talked about a couple times today on the phone. We have Todd from HVAC REDU.
Yes.
I'm going to invite him up. We'll put him on the spot here and just talk a little bit about the education efforts that we're working on together and how that applies in Africa.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That could be so cool.
So if you see him, he's Todd Clare.
Okay. Let's see. I've also added a few that can ask a few questions along, and then let's get Mr. Todd Clare. There we go. I do have him. Let's see.
Is it there? So it'd be evening because I'm in Germany this week. So it must be evening in South Africa. So good evening to everybody. Good evening. I see some familiar faces: Dr. Catherine, Brian, Paul, and of course Chris. Thanks for allowing me to come up on stage here, having me the microphone. And yeah, so the education, I'm sure Brian, I kind of joined in a little late, but I'm sure Brian mentioned about the three pillars, and we are glad to be one of those three pillars with the education. We've worked with the BitMobile team on creating some immersive learning, 3D interactive, well, more so 2D interactive, without the Oculus, but the CTE Career Techno Education here in the United States, and us at hvacrdu.net, we have a worldwide presence, and in that worldwide presence, we have spread our wings in the South Africa territory, thanks to Dr. Catherine and her support with the last visit we had there, and we are interested in trying to help the community entirely to get more involved with spreading, getting educated in the industry. And I'm not sure if I have any questions. Brian, do you want to me bump in the right direction? But I'd love to take some questions, or if there are any.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Todd. I do remember that you also came physically to South Africa and gave some of your valuable time away and spent it at TVET colleges, where you explained some fundamentals of HVAC and the science behind it. And I remember being there with you, and it was really so cool to see that and how we can translate that into a virtual space on the Phēnix X. So that's really cool. All right, so we do have Washington Ali that has joined us on stage. Washington, do you have a question to ask? Okay, it seems that Mr. Washington does not have a question. Kalker, you are up next. Please ask your question. Kalker, you are on mute if you would like to unmute.
Yeah, Kelka here. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, great stuff. Yeah, so for me, it's not really a question. It's just probably a comment. I think I love what you guys are really doing, and just your execution and everything. And I think me being an African, really very excited, and obviously a community member of the BFT. It's really exciting to see innovation, to see guys like you coming up and then doing things that are really so exciting, and then paying back to the community. It's amazing. And then also just the part where you guys also have that passion for education. It's amazing. Talk of the reward that you guys have, because if you look at Africa, most of the things, the innovation that comes, we are just the end users, right? But then again, you guys are bringing something that is going to benefit us a lot, and then also Africans are going to take part in the technology like the BFT. It's really an amazing thing. There are a lot of other things that we've missed as Africans. The coming of the internet, we missed that, and now there's this blockchain. Looking at Vengie and his team, the passion that he has for Africa, he wants Africa to benefit and not to miss this technology again. It's quite amazing and incredible. And then looking at you guys coming and partnering with an African project, for me that is amazing. Being an African, really, we thought of. I mean, we cannot talk about innovation. We cannot bring innovation to the table. But then you guys are giving a chance to an African project. Truly, this is amazing. It shows that you guys have, you have that heart, you have that passion to, maybe to educate and uplift the lives of Africans. For me, that is amazing. Fantastic. Thank you so much for you guys, for this innovation, for this partnership. And I'm praying that it's going to take us higher. It's going to take BFT higher, and even what you guys are doing. Thank you so much.
Well, this is Chris. I'll jump in just for a second. And I want to thank you for those really, really generous comments. It's nice to see that people recognize that. And that's exactly what we're about. I mean, our base is in technology. We've got a lot of focus on that. But at the end of the day, we started this business to help you, to use technology to help people make their interactions with their data, their information, securing it, make it better. And we have the opportunity here to deliver that and make great partnerships like with BFT community and other educators like HVACR EDU. So we're blessed that we're able to take that, and we're in a position to help bring that education and those efforts out to people, those opportunities. So we're happy to do it, and thank you for commenting on that. Paul, back to you.
Oh, I muted and then spoke and then unmuted. That's all good. Thank you so much for those comments. Nuzi, you are up on stage. You're welcome to ask your questions.
Oh, hello there. Actually, for me, it's not a question, it's a comment. I just want to say, can you hear me? Can you hear? Am I
Yes,
audible? Yes.
can hear you loud and clear.
Yes. I just want to say big ups to this great partnership between BitMobile and BFT. This is truly awesome. It's amazing. What a great and a better place and a time to be alive to witness this, honestly. And I just want to truly appreciate both BitMobile and BFT for their commitment to giving back to the community, to sustaining the environment that sustains their initiatives, And in this case, talking about human beings, our communities, what better way is there to empower a person than to educate them? Education is power, knowledge is power, that's why even the scriptures talk about the fact that people perish because of lack of knowledge. So I see, BitMobile is a great tool to educate. That's been designed to educate and to empower human beings, And when I'm listening to, the education that you're going to be offering through this BitMobile, it's so constructive. It's so organized. It's so structured. you know, and it keys on very important aspects, you know, talking about artificial intelligence, AI, blockchain. You know, that's where the whole world is going to. You know, I mean, crypto is the future of finance. You know, so I mean, you're doing such a great thing to educate people in those aspects. You know, those are very technical things, and to have a phone that's going to give you access to this information, it's so incredible. It's so amazing, and it's very expensive to actually even go to school, whether it's at university or whatever, to learn these. You know, but it's going to be given to us just, you know, in a phone, you know, at in your, you're gonna hold it in your hands. You understand? You don't have to be in a classroom to go to a lecture to learn it. It's just gonna be in your pocket. You know, this is so amazing. And I just want to say thank you so much for this, and the concept of giving back to the community. I mean, for both BFT management and Bitcoin, we are truly grateful for this great initiative. Big ups to this partnership. Big ups to the value that it is bringing, I mean, amongst the human race. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the kind words, Nuzi. That's really, really amazing of you. Yeah, really looking forward to the future. The future is so bright. So we have our last question for the evening, and it's again Mr. Washington Ali. If you can unmute and ask your question, that'll be great.
In BitMobile there. Firstly, I want to go to Vengie and the team of coaches. I want to say thank you, because I think Africa has been crying for a platform where Africans are brought together and educated. And the concept that's here, where there's education coming into the palm of our hands. You have been educating us about crypto. You know, we lost so much money because of ignorance of this crypto. We just thought we would go in and make money and go out. But there's so many thieves out there who's taken our money out there. But you came in with the academy and you started teaching us, and we are learning. Knowledge is power. Amazing things are happening. And now this partnership is just adding more from what we currently have. It is amazing. Thank you for sharing the concept that's coming on with this partnership, and thank you for the vision that you have, the vision that you have shown. I think I want to take my hat off to what is happening. Vengie, I pray that you be blessed, because the vision that you have, what you have shown us Africans, it makes us feel proud. So I'm one proud African who lives in London. And my question is, we are living away from South Africa or from Africa. We also need this technology. We also going to need these devices. How is how is the connection going to be? Are you working on making sure that we also get involved in utilizing this technology, these phones? We using iPhones, we're using this and that and that. And I think something that comes to the community that we are saying this is ours would be something that would be great, and it would be a good marketing tool as well when it comes, because it comes with so much power in it, which is the learning bit, the education bit as well. So my question is on that. Are we also going to benefit? And if we are, I know you are still in the initial stages. What are the timelines for us to be able to also start benefiting as well? Because we want this thing to explode like there's no tomorrow. That is my question. And thank you so much. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I feel like jumping up and down because of the excitement. And I've been excited since I joined this academy, and look at where we are. God bless you.
What a fantastic comment. We are so focused on providing everything that is needed, everything that's required, everything, a good having an ask me anything event like this is so powerful because we really get the good questions, the good comments, and we're able to take those and do constructive things with them. In fact, every element which is built into this platform has come from comments just like that. We are entirely focused on helping. That's the entire focus. And Vengie has been amazing. Vengie is probably, you guys are so fortunate to have Vengie, to have a leader who really understands, and especially in this technology, there are all kinds of inherent dangers and things that go along with crypto in general because of the fraudsters. And one of the things you're going to love about the Phēnix X and the platform is it's designed with security in mind from the very beginning. It's designed to secure everything you do on it for yourself, your family, your children, so that whatever is important to you will be out of the hands of a fraudster. So, education wise, I'm really looking forward to getting videos, to finding community members who get a phone and it starts to transform their life, and to have conversations here and bring them on and talk to them in front of the community and how this is impacting and changing their life. This phone will create opportunities for people that did not exist before they had it. The ideas that are generated out of this, the innovation that comes from each of you as you start to use the Phēnix X, we will be working with you and listening and watching and participating every day in that journey. And for the millions of these that get in the hands of people, and South Africa is one country. We are working diligently in Nigeria, in Kenya, in Tanzania, in Zambia, in Botswana, Rwanda, Democratic Republic of Congo, all over the place. We really want to help in every country where it makes sense across the continent of Africa. South Africa is the really the foothold, the beginning, the rock, the foundation for getting this in the continent. So we need your help there as well. I would say in each and every country, if you have contacts, friends, relatives, people that you would recommend to work with us in other countries, bring them forward and refer them to us. Please do that. We would be more than happy to engage all around the entire continent of Africa. And thank you for those wonderful comments. We will work with you and every community member with the leadership of Vengie to help in this educational pursuit in every way possible.
No, thank you so much for that. That was really, really good. We will also be in Southeast Asia next. So not just Africa, and also South America. And then we are busy with R&D on our 5G flagship device, which will be comparable to any high-spec device out there from any brand, but of course with blockchain in mind and a big focus on security. So the phone also works on any network currently in South Africa and Zambia. So Vodacom, Cell C, MTN, anything like that, it works. So no need to stress about that. And it also has a dual SIM tray. So if you're in and out between countries, you can also use 2 SIM cards. And yeah, that's basically it. So that was amazing. Thank you so much for everyone joining in. I would love to give closing statements now from our speakers. So Mr. Vengie, if you'd like to give your closing statement or any other comments from the community, then you're more than welcome to.
Thank you so much. I would get this opportunity to say, to build, we need to be together. And this is the start of new things, the start of the foundation, actually. Or what we were doing before, we were just putting people together. Now we have a direction to see where we are going. It's a world of technology. So let the technology benefit us. Let the technology feed us. Let the technology do what it's supposed to do for us. And if the technology that we're talking about here is blockchain, everything is built around blockchain. So if you look into the innovation, I always say, look where the world is going and focus with where the world is going. Right now, God have put two forces together which are there to help. It's not us who are helping, but it is somebody who have sent us to say, go and do this work for me. And that person we can only say is the Heavenly Father, because it's rare to have such a partnership just come together just like that. There is reasons why it came together like this. We're talking about something that is new to people who doesn't understand. And now it's coming to be fulfilled with the people with the technology that is about to disrupt this in the world, to disrupt whatever that is there. Two forces meeting together. It's not by accident that you don't know a specific thing that was created with a person that actually like to say, I want to bring this innovation. And then on top of that, God is bringing into you to fulfill that certain thing that we've been promising you to say, this is what you're going to do, this is what you're going to do, this is what you're going to do. But look at how you have fulfilled it. All our desired, all what we wanted, have come together. So let's utilize this opportunity. The video will start circulating because soon after this meeting, I'm going to another meeting right now. Soon after the video is going to start circulating, we're going to do lessons to teach because we want you to benefit. We told you that the technology pays you. Here it is a BitMobile. Here it is something that is unique. Here it is something that is going to reward you. That is going to reward you in terms of knowledge, going to reward you in terms of where the world is going and focusing with where the world is going, whereby even our young ones, which are upcoming, which are growing, they don't need. This is something, a mobile that they're supposed to have because it will be rewarding them. Looking into where we are going, look at the gaming, look at the metaverse, look at everything that these two parties came together, what they are doing. Many people, to me, it's not about this BFT utility thing, it going to pay and everything. No, what the effect, what it brings out. Because if we talk about the partnership, yes, probably people partners normally for money. This partnership is to groom, to give education, to let people know what's there in the world that makes your life easier, which making other people's lives easier already. We miss the technology, remember, since it was created. We are almost at 3/4 of it, whereby it's mainstream. But again, now we've got a unique way whereby it is coming to us in an easy way. Have you ever heard of a phone that rewards you? Monthly, you make sure you've got something. You've got the education as well. You're going to learn a lot. To me, I'm just humbled, and I'll keep praying for us to work towards an innovative world that makes people keep on understanding and makes things to be easier. And this is the platform that you are today. Make your move, take a step, as we are going to be there for you day and night as we've been there for you before. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that, Vengie. That's amazing. Powerful closing statement, I must say. Brian and Chris, if you guys could go ahead, that'll be great.
Sure. Chris, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I want to thank Vengie for joining us today, and I want to thank the community for joining us. If you need to learn more, follow us. There'll be there's more great things coming, both together and as unique organizations. So if you're not following us on X or on Telegram, we have a great monthly newsletter that you can sign up for. Just give us a follow, and you'll be kept in the loop on all the great things that are coming. There are plenty of things just pending that will help drive this and make this project together get a lot more traction in the near future. So thanks again for joining us, and we'll talk again real soon. Brian, all yours.
Yeah, thank you. And Vengie, thank you so much in your wonderful community. It's so wonderful to meet you in person and spend time together. And I think that ability to be able to do that and grow together and build this together is just amazing. And I would say to everybody here at this event, we will have many of these. There'll be all kinds of wonderful opportunities And I would just say for those with ears to hear, this education, this platform, this Phēnix X platform is designed to really, really help. And it has incredible technology, blockchain technology. The rewards that are being produced are produced on the blockchain. The decentralized security is incredible. It's designed to help in many ways. And the ability to partake and grow in knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is just amazing. So I would conclude, as we land this plane here in the final minute of this AMA, for all of you, for all the ears to hear, this is the time to get in. This is
Sorry, Brian. It seems that I can't hear you. Can anyone else hear Brian?
It seems we've lost him.
And that was such a good statement. That's unfortunate. Shall we wait or shall we close, Chris?
Let's just give him a moment and then we'll close.
Okay. But just from my end, it's also been wonderful to be the MC on this space. Really, really great. I must say I've been part of the crew for about, how long has it been? Almost close to 2 years now, and
Yeah.
it's really an amazing ride. Sure. It's I was part of the team before the Phēnix X was finalized, and I've been part of it as it has entered the market, and I'm really proud of what the team has accomplished and what we're doing with partnerships like we're doing now with the Big Five token.
Right.
I think it's really going to go to the moon.
Well, this is the beginning. This is the time to get in. Spread the word. Let your friends know. Let your colleagues know, and tell them to join in on the next one. We'll have lots more great information. So, on behalf of the team, Vengie, once again, thank you. Thanks everyone for joining, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Have a lovely night or day, depending where you're from. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye bye.